I've head out to Mark's Tay boot sale. Nice little Wednesday morning boot sale. It's like 7:15. I got up a little bit later than I would like, but unless I got here at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll always miss the bunch of good stuff that's going to be here, because there's a few guys here that get in early and get a stall and that, and they take up all the good stuff, which is part of the game, innit? But that's why I don't try to rush over here too much. I just popped here before work. Hopefully we can get something cool, and I'll show you what I find later on. How much are your games?
Are all £2 each?
Would you do 2 for £3?
Go on, just this one.
Cool, thank you. Lovely. Cool, there you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Drop your bag. Thank you very much.
If you look at CEX, I don't think any of them will.
God damn it. Nice. How much are they?
80 quid for a lot. I mean, I think there's a couple of them on eBay do 50 odd quid. Yeah.
Is that sorry?
There's a couple of them on their own on eBay do 50 odd quid. So, but I mean.
DVDs.
How much do you want for it?
4 quid.
Wouldn't take 2 quid for it.
What?
2 quid for it. 3?
3.50.
I do 3, but
the next one's the white one, but it's got Big Daddy in it.
Ladder, would you give me a price for this lot?
Well, 2 sets, John. Just got a. That's for papers, not a plug in it.
How much are the games?
Yeah, that's 2 quid. That's all right. How you going this morning?
Eventually, yeah.
buy that.
Oh,
Okay, I click that.
Mate, I need to go through it. Let's see what's in there. There's loads of stuff. There's not just one in there.
Alright. Let me know those. I
Open
actually
it
click them.
up. Open it up.
How much you pay for it?
7 quid.
Oh nice, yeah, it's got a few in there. Yeah, I actually don't need the other one, so, but I need the skull one in the box.
I'll tell you what, I'll trade you with something. I'll lay it out, picture it, I'll send you the first look.
Right.
And then send me what you've got to see it on, right? Yeah, I'll do a little trade with it if you want.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've got at the moment, but I'll have a look.
Alright, there's no rush, I'll fucking ask over for you if you want.
Alright,
You know what, Right, guys, I'll see you some pictures, bro.
Yeah, man, no worries. I'll catch you a bit, man.
See you soon.
See you later.
Lovely. We've been slipping down here.
How much are your controllers as well?
15, mate, on the other ones.
15?
All them ones in front there.
Alright, cool. Would you take 20 on these?
Take what?
20 on these.
No, 25 is the last on them, mate. I was going to keep them to myself because they're
I'll give you 25 on these.
a bag for them.
That's right, I'll chuck it in my bag. What's that? Can I have a look at the Game Boy, or is that coming out?
Where's that, mate?
In that clear box in there. Do you mind if I have a look?
I can't see.
Just in that box, that clear one, I'll have a look at it. Cool, thank you.
Do loads of Game Boy, mate.
Right.
How are you, sir?
How are you?
How's things? Are you participating today? There was a dodo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing in the world, boots out, wasn't it?
How much are you doing in this?
So,
It won't turn on, so I don't know if it...
Fine with that, mate. Fine with that. It's got a game in there, isn't it? What's the game? Anything
Only
good?
Harry Potter, it's nothing special.
Harry Potter? Yeah, I normally do them for tennis.
Just do 4 on it, just because I don't know if it turns on.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, nice one.
Cheers,
Cool,
mate.
man. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Okay,
Have a good day,
yeah.
mate.
See you, will do.
See you later. How much are you steering wheel?
Fiver.
Can I have a look at it? Right.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, I'll give you 5 on that, thank you.
You want it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, lovely.
Yeah, how much trays that
No,
That goes in.
no, that's the top bit.
Yeah, that's the top bit.
No,
That bit.
that bit.
Then that bit.
Yeah, no, this bit goes in next. No, this bit.
Ready, let's play. To me, to you.
Then that bit's gone.
How's
That
that?
bit should be tucked in.
How much?
No.
Oh no.
I think that should have gone in first. Never mind. Do you want a bag? Do you want a bag?
Yeah.
After all that, it's fine.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Should I
it.
use one of your bags, Pauline?
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have big enough bags. I've got some sellotape.
No, that's fine, don't worry about that.
No.
Yeah, so if not, I'll just carry it.
I've got some sellotape if you want to
Nah,
sellotape.
that's
You got a
alright,
bigger bag?
I'll just carry it.
No.
That's
Sure,
fine.
mate.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, wait a minute. Shall I sellotape?
Oh, I'll get you five.
No, don't sellotape it, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll get a sellotape.
No, don't. It's fine.
You're going to carry it?
Yeah, I'll carry it, it's fine. The handle will hold
No,
itself.
no, but do you want me to sellotape it?
Nah, it's fine. It won't go anywhere. Thank you, though.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, have a good
Thank
day.
You. And you, mate. I'm going to get
I'm back.
Did you take £3 on that? Yeah, well.
£3.50, come on mate. Then
I'll
it's a tenner to go and buy. It's not moody or nothing, it is 100%.
No, I know that, I can see it.
Like, £3.50's a steal.
Yeah, go on then. Cheers. Cool, thank you. Cheers. See you later. No, that's a euro, sorry.
Oh, is it?
What was that?
That's a euro. How did I get in there?
Someone give it to us, isn't it?
To be fair, I'm going Greece next week, so it wouldn't matter too much. Cheers.
That's why I have no that stand.
No.
So how much you have?
Yeah, it's just get a bit of metal.
What is it?
Scout badges. I looked them up the other day. There's one of them you can get. It's worth about 150 grand.
What?
Yeah, quite rare, but it's a French Scout badge.
Okay, then.
Yeah. I was going through mine going, bloody come on.
So we never even. Out of interest, how much is this? Never seen that before.
80, mate.
80?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all cool. Oh, right, that's it. That's cool. Never seen it before.
I know.
How about your vans down there?
I've got
The Mongoose one.
Mongoose. I'll do 60 on them.
Alright,
Thank you.
Alright, have a good day, mate.
And you.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, you? I'm good.
So it's a couple of days after the boot sale now. I'm back, obviously. I've just been caught up with work, so I haven't had time to do this straight away. I'm just going to get straight to my pickups. This is from my Wednesday boot sale, which I don't normally go to, but I actually did pretty well. But I've also thrown in because I had a really good week with the charity shops this week. I have shared on my Instagram, so if you don't follow that, the link will be in the video. Yeah, I've had some really good stuff from there this week, from games, Blu-rays to vintage toys. So I thought I'd show them as well. So I believe the first thing I picked up from the boot sale was these two games. Gun and Red Dead, two very similar games, two very good games. So this one I know trades in for £5, so he wanted £2 each. I got them for two for £3, I believe, kind of reluctantly on his behalf. But Gun is quite a rarer game on the Xbox 360 because it came out in PS2 era. So that's £6, that's £11 trading. So yeah, you can't complain for that. So from what I remember, I didn't actually pick up much of this boot sale, but it was still relatively good for a Wednesday anyway. I was quite happy with what I got. I paid up for these. So they're Nike Air Max 270 golf shoes. So I took up golf recently, and these are actually what I currently wear. But these are actually my other ones are a little bit tight. My ones are 8.5. I'm more of a 9. These are a 9. And they're suit. These are colours that I would prefer to wear. So for £25, as they're for myself, he wanted 30. I got them for 25. I was very happy with that for me. From the same guy, I noticed he had a little bag on the floor with a box in, and it was, to be honest, it's probably the most eagle-eyed thing I've ever done. I noticed he had a Game Boy Advance SP in there, and I asked him how much for the Game Boy. He said, "I don't have a Game Boy, or I don't think I've got a Game Boy." I was like, "You have? I can see it there. It's in that box." And it was filthy, to be honest, and I'll give it a good clean up. It's got Joe carved into the back, but the inside of it is actually not a scratch on the screen, and it wasn't working because in the bag it had been left on the whole time, so it had been bled dry of power. So it was a bit of a risk on my behalf. It wasn't actually just a haggling technique to say if I don't know it's working. It actually wasn't turning on, and normally these things do. So it was a risk, but I got it home, put it on charge. What a sound! And it was working spot on, no issues. And the only thing that made it not a risk was spares. It would probably be worth more. It had a copy of Harry Potter in it, which is only probably a £5 game, but still made it safe to buy. That's one of my favourite pickups in a while. I love the Game Boy Advance SP, and that's a £50 trade-in. I had to spend £3 to get a cheap lead for it, but say £7 into 50, that's great. Next pickup at the Wednesday boot sale was this steering wheel. And I'd actually walked past this a few times because it doesn't look like anything much, and it's not anything much, but it actually trades in. I think this can go as an A grade in CX because it's got the box and it looks unused inside. Like, I think the pedals are still in the bag, so I think that trades in for £20, and I paid £5 for that, so I didn't haggle on that. I was quite happy to pay £5. The next thing I picked up was this John Wick DVD, and the guy was reluctantly to sell it to me for, I wanted it for £3 because it trades in for £6 at CX. But he would only do £3.50, and I'd just give him £3.50 in the end because it's easy money. So John Wick 4 on DVD. The last thing I picked up at that boot sale was this. I can't remember if this was on camera. I think it was. Yeah, I've already got this one, so I can sell this. But I always pick these things up. I love picking up game guides and stuff where I'm into my games. And yeah, I always pick these up if I see them. Especially, he wanted £2. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I actually only had £1.50 in change. I literally emptied my wallet in front of him to show him. So he accepted £1.50 because he didn't have change for a £20 note. So they're always good to pick up. Another thing I picked up at the boot sale was 3 game controllers. So these ones I couldn't test on there because they actually need a wire. So I got 2 of these. Rock Candy. They need a little bit of a wipe over, but both very cool looking controllers. Translucent pink. Super cool. I actually think about keeping them for myself. I tested them, both working absolutely fine. Tested them on Xbox One. So that was, these were 3 for £5. This trades in, sorry, £5 each, 3 for 10. this trades in for 10, so I'll get my money back there. Them two I either profit on eBay because I have to take them there, or I'll just keep them, so can't complain there. So that was everything at the boot sales. I'm going to go on to now, everything you see here I got in a charity shop, and I'll go through I think at the end of what I paid for it all. So I got PGA 2K21, Lego Marvel Superheroes. These were all £1. This is my favourite charity shop. They're the ones that let me go out, don't let me go out the back, but they'll go out the back, look for me. If I ask if they've got games, they're always like, no we haven't, and they're very on it, very good. I actually love that place. So I often just pick up things, don't even research them, because they're always £1, doesn't matter, which I think, I mean obviously I think that because I'm trying to trade in, but I do think it's the way charity shops should be a bit more. They should stop worrying about constantly having to research everything and just get things out the door. It's the way it should be, in my opinion, and it's the way it used to be. But I love this charity shop, they're so good to me as well. FIFA 21, got a 2 game collection, Lego game, I think that's like a £5. This one is the first PS5 game I've ever found at a charity shop or a boot sale that I bought, and it's literally like £1 something. I didn't realise this was so little. So the day before, I would get into the games, but I picked up these 2 Blu-rays as well. These were £1 each. That's this one, Erin Brokovich. So these 3 actually didn't come from the same shop. And this shop's so weird, they're all over the place. Like they wanted £1 for this game, so I just bought that for myself. And £1 for Minecraft, which is like a £10 trade-in. And then, I guess because it's a special edition, but I wanted this for me, so I paid up $7.99. Red Dead Redemption 2, Steelbook. But I love this game, so I got that for myself. It looks pretty much unused, it was very nice condition. So I was happy to pay £8 for it. But from the one charity shop, which is my favourite, these are all the games I got. So I got Doom, Skyrim, Borderlands 3, South Park and the Fractured Butthole. Is it the butthole? Yeah. Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, The Last of Us, Dark Souls, Lord of the Rings Lego, Dark Souls 2, Enslaved, Spec Ops The Line on Xbox 360. Oh, hello. Portal 2, The Orange Box and Half-Life 2 on Xbox 360. Guitar Hero, the Metallica one. The Witcher 2, which is only on Xbox. That's a fantastic game. And then the Halo came out at the end and offered me this for £2. It was a Halo 3 limited edition, and it's all in there complete. It's lovely. I used to have this as a kid, so I was very pleased to pick that up again. That was everything from that store for that day as far as games go. And that same... Ow! Oh, what are you doing? So the last 3 from that same charity shop was a sealed War and Peace, which Dark City on Blu-ray. So when I look at Blu-rays, people are asking me how I know. I don't, to be honest, typically, but this one just looked interesting. I scanned it. It's £15 they sell it for. That's a £10 trade-in, so that's great for £1. And then IP Man 3, which I know is a good film. It's the one with Mike Tyson in it. I got that for £1 as well. Fuck's sake. IP Man 3. Then I went next door to a store that is normally super expensive. They value everything up. It's the one that I recently showed on my Instagram story of a Super Mario Bros. Wii for £15. So like they normally price up dumb high. But I've managed to nick these 2 of them for £1 each. It's a Pink Floyd DVD. It's Clone Wars DVD. So then I'm going back to the other charity shop that I love going to. They had all of these Walking Dead books, and they wanted £3 each, but I'd already bought so much from that day. I don't really haggle with charity shops, but I didn't want to pay £3 each, so I'd have just left them if not. And I said to them, look, if you do me a deal for all of them, I'll buy the lot. I don't really know what they're worth, I can't bother research them, but I like The Walking Dead. So they let me, the guy said he can have them £2 a piece, so I paid £42 for 21 issues, I'm guessing, of The Walking Dead. So there's numbers 1 through to 10. Then there's sporadic numbers, and then it's 22 all the way up to 30 as well. So I'm going to try and piece it up so I can get 1 to 30, but if not, I'll probably sell them in little bundles. But yeah, they're all for sale if anyone's interested in. Then the last thing that day, from the same shop again, and I paid £3 for this one. Just looked cool, but I'm pretty sure that's like a £25 comic. It's nice hardback. The front cover's sick. Paid £3 for that. Stuff like this I don't really always pick up, but I just sometimes when it's there I think it's so cool I have to just pick that up, so that's cool. But I got 3 Dragon Age, which is obviously the game franchise, hardback books. They just looked cool. Not really sure what they're worth. They retail at like £15. I was looking on eBay, scanning them in quickly after, and they seem to be worth maybe £15-20 each, so I'd say maybe 40 to 50 for these three. I think that's everything as far as games and comics. So I'm not sure yet because I haven't looked at the footage, but my friend, who's a good friend of mine, I tattoo him a lot, he's got an insane collection of video games and all sorts of toys, similar to me but probably on an even bigger scale, like by a long shot. He, not in front of me, but when I was picking up that Game Boy Advance and the trainers, I saw he had a Mighty Max box toy, and I love Mighty Max. I recently got into it because a good friend of mine gave me or sold me his toy collection as a kid, and I just went through it all. It took me ages. And he had tons of Mighty Max, and now I've got into collecting them because I fucking loved them as a kid. And yeah, so I needed what my friend picked up in front of me. He paid £7 for this, and I couldn't believe it. 90s Mighty Max Skullmaster boxed. It's not got the insert and stuff, but how cool is that artwork? Like, how cool is that? So I didn't pick this up technically, but luckily he doesn't collect this stuff. It's all complete minus 2 things which I'm buying on eBay. And there's even other bits in there, like all the bits for other sets, and there was 2 other sets, Skull Island and stuff like that. So it's just so cool to me. It's just like really, it's proper from my childhood. So I needed to have that, and I've got it. So I've got actually doing him a deal. I'm tattooing his partner for it, so that's cool. It's always good having my job to haggle with people for things, but that was something I wanted to show that I got. Which I didn't. It's a kind of a cheat, so I didn't pick it up there, but I got it via the boot sale. So hopefully the footage is in when I edit. Hopefully the footage is there. But that was a great pickup. I think that's probably my favourite thing of the whole year. I absolutely love Mighty Max, and I absolutely love that. The box is just crazy. So there was this as well. This is looking a hell of a lot better shape than it was when I bought it. Last night actually, I recently just cleaned this because, and it's not properly cleaned yet, but the face was covered in dirt. I've changed the sticks. The sticks in these were knackered, so I actually buy new sticks on eBay and replace them myself. So they've got brand new sticks on this now as well. So at least the next person who gets it from CX will have a nice new set of sticks on their controller. Another one of my favourite pickups this week from that charity shop, which was the day after all of these games. I walked to the back of the shop and I literally just put the games down. I need to start filming charity shops. I was so excited. I sat there. I saw this guy. I've sorted these all now. I saw this guy sitting in the top of a 3 for £1 toy bin, and I knew straight away this is a Centurion from the 80s. And I've been after one of these. This has got no accessories or anything, but it's in really nice condition. But by himself, that's a £30 toy, just by himself. This is a 1980s little cowboy. I can't remember his name, but I got this rare Euro exclusive or something. G.I. Joe. Again, I'll cut in all the things up there for names. I'm not going to try and remember. The G.I. Joe, I don't know how to value yet because there's only one on eBay and it's £200, but he's got his accessories. But I'm going to assume maybe 40 quid, 50 quid still, just by himself. With his names. I've bagged them all up now, so you might not be able to see them very well. But I got 3 Starcom figures. They're really cool, little miniatures. So these were the same sort of scale as mask figures, but they're actually Dino Riders, and Dino Riders is another thing I love the idea of collecting. So I might even keep these, and they're so cheap. I paid 3 for £1, so they're like 30p each. These guys are worth probably about £5 to £10 each. Got a bag of I think they're 1970s Fisher Price Adventure Men in here. And I've got this scuba diver guy, and it turns out that's actually something from G.I. Joe or something like that. I just researched that this morning, so I'm going to get that out of there actually. And then the final one I got, which is probably the one that I was second most excited about, was I was 90% sure. I'll try and get all these in the video. I was 90% sure these were all mask figures from the 80s, and this was the same era as Transformers, and Transformers is one of my favourite things. These are about 5 to 15 each maybe, and I've got 7 of them in there. So this pickup as a whole, this entire bag of, I've now sorted it, but this entire bag cost me £7. It's 22 figures, sorry, actually. They let me have one because there was one, when we went through them, it was 22, and they were like, you can just have the one for free because they're free for £1. I think, estimate around £200 worth of action figures in there for £7. And like I say, sometimes I know people get funny about buying stuff from charity shops because people feel like you're robbing them and that. And I never feel like that at all. Like it's stuff that they get given to them to move on to people for new homes to enjoy or to make profit on, and it's just nice there's still charity shops out there that are doing that. So this is everything I picked up this week from the Wednesday boot sale and 1 or 2 charity shops, but mainly 1 charity shop. So I'm very pleased with this week. It's been great got some good store credit. I can now get my new phone when I get back from my holiday next week. Probably won't have a video up next week because I'm going to be on holiday. Yeah, I'll see you guys when I get back. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. And if you don't mind, leave a comment. I like to hear what you think my favourite pickup was, and this week is quite a lot of interesting stuff, so please do let me know. And I'll see you on the next one.